Hi Sagittarius, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for December 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in December and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And happy birthday to the Sagittarians out there. I wish you a very happy and blessed solar return. All that being said, Sagittarius, now on to your December 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you got, Sagittarius, is the Five of Cups. And this is sadness, loss, and regret. But not all hope is lost, because there is still two cups upright here in the corner behind the person in the card. So not all of them spilled over. So there's still hope. This card can also indicate issues with drinking if somebody's having a problem with alcohol. You could feel bad or guilty that you didn't do something for somebody. There could be somebody in your life, maybe you didn't get them a holiday gift, or you weren't there for them when they needed you in some way, but there is some kind of regret that there was something you now feel like you should have done for somebody that you didn't do. That's the first message I get. Some of you are going to feel bad because you put your foot in your mouth, my guides are saying. Now, maybe you already did that. Maybe you did it at Thanksgiving if you celebrated Thanksgiving in November. Maybe you were at a holiday gathering and you put your foot in your mouth, and now in December you're regretting it. But it doesn't have to be then. You could have done it at any time. Yes, I get it again. Like you wish you hadn't have said it, because it's like coming back to bite you in some way. Some of you, it could have been to a family member. You may have had it out with like a sibling. You know, you could have been having a fight with a sibling or some other family member. And maybe you said something out of anger that you lashed out at them. And now, you know, maybe they took it really badly. And now you feel guilty about it, or, you know, you wished you hadn't said it. I feel like some of you may have or will try to rectify it. Like you may go to great lengths to apologize or try to fix the situation. Some of you could also have somebody that took something from you. And you may feel like kind of like ripped off, and you may feel like maybe you won't be able to get it back, whatever this is. So there is a feeling of sadness, loss, and regret where someone, maybe you didn't lock your car, or, you know, somebody, you had a party and somebody stole something at the party. I mean, many scenarios could happen here, but I feel that there is regret, sadness, loss, and regret on your part for some aspect of it happening, and you may feel like you're not going to get it back. Again, I'm getting some of you may have told somebody something you shouldn't have. So it's about speaking again has now come up in a different scenario. So you could have shared a secret, your own personal secret, somebody else's secret. Maybe it was a surprise that was supposed to happen and you blew the surprise. You told somebody something you shouldn't have. It could also be your own personal information, somebody else's secrets or personal information, but I get you having regret over that. So you'll have to see how it, it's a general reading, Sagittarius, right? So I tell you in the order my guides give me the messages. So the next card in your reading is the Hangman. This is being in limbo, not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation and having to draw strongly from your own psychic ability and intuition at the time the Hangman shows up. This card could also mean you're waiting for someone or waiting for something to happen. I feel that some of you may feel like you've created a lot of drama in your life and you're kind of like waiting to see like what's going to happen now. And if you didn't create the drama, it could be somebody else that created it. And you still could be feeling like, okay, well, now I have to wait and see how are things going to shake out after that. You could be, this is a weird message, out of left field. Some of you could feel starstruck about someone, but you don't want to let them know it. Now, they could be somebody in the public eye, and for some reason you're encountering them or meeting them, and you don't want to look like, oh, I'm starstruck over you. But it could be, you could feel starstruck over somebody that you're like, wow, that you just really think is the greatest. They don't have to be a star. They could, be a star to you. But you may feel in December like you don't want to let on about that. You don't want to expose that. For, everybody's going to have their different reasons why you don't want to be in awe or acting starstruck about someone. Again, they could be famous. They could be an actor, an actress, a singer, a musician, a rock star, an author. They could be a YouTube personality. They could be somebody you're just blown away by their behavior and their looks and everything else. But you're not going to want to let them look. You don't want to look like you're starstruck at them for some reason. Some of you may be trying to heal something. I hear a cut on the leg. It doesn't even just have to be on your leg. It could be anywhere. It could be a sickness, an illness, but it could be if you got hurt and you cut your hand, your finger, your leg, your whatever. You could be kind of waiting around I'm waiting for this thing to heal. Or if you had any surgery, if you had any surgeries, because that can be, that's cutting. Your skin is getting cut on surgery, usually. And you could be waiting for some surgical procedure or operation you had to heal. You could have entered in a contest or or sent out a resume or went to an audition, and you could be in December waiting to hear back, like, are you going to get that interview? Or maybe you already had the interview and you're like, am I going to get the job? Or, you went to an audition. Am I going to get the part in the play or the musical or, whatever it is? You could be like waiting to hear back or applied for something like to be a member of a club, group, organization, or to even get a loan. So the next card in your reading, Sagittarius, for December is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess could be you. This could indicate your psychic ability and intuition. This could also mean that you're keeping something secret or hidden, or someone else is keeping something secret or hidden from you. This could also be a high spirit guide showing up in your reading today to give you messages. There could be something that's going to reach a boiling point and you need to fix it. That's an exact quote. So it could be a situation in your family or with a love partner, or it could be at work, or with a business you own. And there is some situation that's been going on that's kind of intense, not going along really great. Or it could even be something wrong with your house. Something wrong like with the hot water heater, the air conditioner, the washer, the dryer, whatever things you have, your computer, your TV. There could be things that were like glitching, not working right. And now whatever it is, whether it's a tangible item or situational, it's coming to some kind of boiling point in December, and you may have to address whatever this is. Some of you are clearing away like debris, wood, leaves, and you may be digging a pit for a barbecue or something, or digging a hole for something, because I see logs, wood, sticks, debris, leaves. I see you clearing it away, and wherever this was, you're digging something. It could be for a new septic tank, or maybe you have a septic tank that needs to be replaced. That could be what's coming to a boiling point. Maybe you waited really long and now you're having problems with your septic tank, and maybe your septic tank needs to be redug or replaced. Or it could be something to do with pipes or plumbing, or it could have to do with a barbecue pit. But some of you are clearing away wood, leaves, debris, digging a pit for some reason. It could be linked to this something coming to a boiling point situation. You could make a big mark in the world or in your life by something you write in December, or maybe even in January or February. But writing is a long-term process, especially if you're writing a book or a novel or a manual of some sort. So you may be finishing it, you may be starting it. But if you are putting something in writing, it could even be an article, a blog. It could be something you're writing that gets posted, like a whistleblower announcement. I don't know, but it could be make a mark on the world, like be significant to the world, or make a mark of significance in your life in particular. So that comes up here with the High Priestess. So before I go on to cards number 4 and 5, Sagittarius, I just want to let you know we are now with the new year of 2026 is literally upon us. It's right around the corner. And if you want to hear what my spirit guides have to say, how 2026 is going to affect your sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, or all three, you can get my New Year 2026 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. They're available on Vimeo, and I sell the same videos on my Patreon shop. You might want to get a combination. You might want to get your sun sign and your moon sign, or your sun sign and your rising sign, or if your cusp sign usually resonates with you, you might want to get that. Also, if you want more psychic predictions and messages about this new year of 2026, you can get my New Year 2026 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. They are also available on both Vimeo and Patreon. And you might want to get more than one sign. You might want to do the same of getting your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, or a combination, or cusp sign, or a combination of those as well. Both those video series are probably the two most popular video series I record every year, especially the 10-card tarot readings. Also, if you want to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this month of December, you can get my psychic crystal readings for December 2025. Those links are also down below in the description box. You can get them on Vimeo and also on Patreon. And the links are on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, both for Vimeo links and to link to Patreon, and they are down below in the description box. And I do appreciate your purchases for these videos because it is what keeps this channel on YouTube and Rumble going. So card number 4, you have Sagittarius, is the Fool. This is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds. You have to be paying attention or you could fall off the cliff. There could be something where you feel like, I got to get moving on this project or plan. Now, for some of you, the project could be work-related or business-related or home improvement related. Some of you, it could be a plan that you are trying to plan your business or a plan to expand your business or a plan to renovate your home. Something, some kind of plan or project. And you could feel like, I go back to the Hangman, because you could feel like you've been waiting around too long or like it's been taking too long. Maybe things going on out in the world have hung you up, or your finances have delayed you, or other people you live with or have responsibilities for could have been causing some kind of like delay problems of that nature. So you may really feel like, or maybe you've just been procrastinating. And so now you feel like, I got to get moving on this plan, these plans, or making the plans, or getting on with the project. I hear you hearing somebody calling your name, and you could be hearing your name in an announcement. Now, if you're at school, it could be over the PA system. If you're in an auditorium and there was some kind of raffle or contest, you could hear your name being drawn. If you entered a radio contest, you could hear your name being called on the radio. But somehow you're going to hear your name being called, and I do feel it's to like either give you money, winning a contest, give you an award. I don't feel it's like the nurse calling you back for a doctor's appointment. It could be that, but I feel like feels to me like you're in an auditorium or in a theater or auditorium or in a big room. I feel like there's a lot of people around and your name gets called. If you were in any kind of competition of any kind, your name could be called as one of the winners. You could travel in December to see somebody you haven't seen for a long time. It could be a relative or a friend that you're like, I haven't seen them in ages. And maybe you have time off, or, you took a vacation, or you have some time off. So you could actually travel to go see someone. It could be one of your relatives lives in another state and you're going to travel to go see them. Or province or city or town or country you could travel to visit. This could be a good month for you to advertise and promote any crafts, hobbies, skills, talents, businesses that you own or do. Any type of promotion and advertising, it's a good month for you to do it. So, the last card in your reading, Sagittarius, you got a good one here, the Ace of Pentacles, and this is financial abundance and blessings coming to you from the divine source. It could also be emotions or other things of value. It doesn't always have to be money, but you're getting some kind of blessing that has value in December. Okay, this is a weird message. I hear some of you are going to watch yourselves turn into something that you're going to feel is better, more improved, or special in some way. So some of you, if you have been dieting, exercising, you may look at yourself in December and go, whoa, I look pretty good. You know, you could feel like that. Or maybe you got cosmetic surgery and you're recovering from it and you're like, wow, that looks good. I like what they did. I like the work they did. So I feel like it could be some kind of self-improvement where you feel like happy with what's going on, like you see improvement in yourself. Some of you are going to start a new business, and you may have, you know how the old saying is, you have to spend money to make money. Well, yeah, so you may have had to lay out some cash to start this business, but it may turn around pretty quickly for you where you start seeing money coming in for you pretty quickly. Again, I hear like raffle, drawing, contest. Some of you could win something. It could be a trip. It could be, you know, like a big screen TV or a computer or a trip or a car or a vacation, ski vacation or like an island trip, a cruise. I don't know. But some of you could win something in December, maybe even in January or February as well, if you don't see it happen in December. Some of you are going to get, I don't know what to call it. It could be a raise, but it could be like a bonus or like something you did at work. It could be like your boss is like, you know what, you did such a great job on that. I'm giving you money for that. Now, it could be a bonus, but it may not be for the whole year. It could be for something in particular you did. An account you got, a big sale you made, you know, but it could be a traditional like year-end bonus for some of you from your employers. Some of you could find an account that you forgot that you had, or like maybe somebody gave you stocks or a stock and you didn't remember about it. And then you come to find out, oh my gosh, I had that stock. It's been sitting there. Or, you know, oh, I had this CD I forgot about. And you find this CD book, or, you know, some kind of money. Maybe you hid money somewhere and you open up a box or something, you totally forgot about it, and there's money. So money that you have that you forgot about or got misplaced could show up, and you realize it and find it in December. So Sagittarius, the best gemstone crystal I got for you to work with, use, and wear in the month of December of 2025, you got malachite. And malachite clears and activates the chakras and attunes to spiritual guidance. Malachite opens the heart to unconditional love. It also encourages risk-taking and change. Malachite can break unwanted ties and old patterns. Malachite also teaches responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and feelings. It helps heal your heart chakra. This could drive up your emotions. You may not think this is good, what I'm going to say, but some of you it could open up vulnerability, your vulnerability, which there could be benefits and blessings of being vulnerable. If you have any kind of eating disorder, whether it's like bulimia, anorexia, or just overeating, or eating the wrong foods that aren't healthy for you, which could be like a pattern, a bad pattern, like eating too much sugar or eating too much junk food or whatever. carry malachite, wear it, carry it, look at it. It could help you overcome that. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for liking my videos and for sharing them and for subscribing to my channel. If you want to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can follow me on Facebook, also on X, and on my YouTube community posts. And I also put predictions and messages for the free members on Patreon and also the Tier 1 members on my Patreon. And if you're interested in any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box, and the links are also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The link to my Patreon is also down below and also on that page, my videos page at theluckymermaid.com. Now please listen to this message about Vimeo. And please remember to hit the like button to help get this video out to more people, help this channel grow, and help with the algorithms. I do truly appreciate it. So I hope you all have an amazing month of December. Happy holidays, season's greetings, happy Hanukkah, and Merry Christmas. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.